Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of Brave Dog Training Online, YouTube, TV, whatever. I'm Anita. I help dog moms build a trusting relationship with their dog to conquer fear and reactivity. And today we're going to talk about a topic that is really very, very common for insecure dogs, for unsure dogs, and for fearful dogs, of course. And that's, what if the dog cannot accept food or toys outside? So have fun. All right, so this is something that happens a lot in groups. You can read about that all the time, and it's mostly an excuse for not using positive reinforcement because the dog is not accepting food or toys outside or in any training situation. It can also be inside with husbandry and stuff like that. So this is not exclusively outside. This is just a common problem. And most of the time, the reason behind this is that the dog is just too stressed to think about eating or playing. And that's actually normal. So when we are very, very stressed, we tend to not eat. Or there is something called stress eating. Some dogs show that as well. So this is something that's kind of obvious. So a dog that's really munching like crazy when he's stressed, for example, when visitors come or something like that. So yes, those dogs are out there, but more often, a dog who is just too stressed out cannot eat or play. So, what we have to do is we have to reduce the overall stress level. And that can be anything, it can be related to outside, it can be something totally different, like the dog is left alone for 8 hours a day and he's not comfortable alone. So he's constantly waiting and very anxious for you to come home and therefore not relaxed for 8 hours straight. So, of course, the stress level is, yeah, somewhere, but not in a very healthy area. And that's why we should always look at every aspect of the dog's life, not just the problem. Because if you just try to fix a problem and just cure symptoms, you will never reach deep enough and you will not have sustainable results. So it's important to get to the source of the problem and see why the dog is acting or reacting the way he does or he is, and then see how we can make the life of the dog more bearable or more fun. And that's mostly management. So if you have a dog who cannot be outside because he's biting every stranger, then maybe it's not a good idea to go for a walk without a muzzle, or go for a walk in your neighborhood, or go for a walk at all, you know? Because if we cannot train because the dog is too stressed out or too fearful, we have to protect our environment, our people, and the dog, of course. And that's management. But this can only be a very short-term solution, because again, we have to make the dog's life so that he is not that stressed out, so he can have fun with you and play around and whatever. Keeping in mind that not every reinforcer is food or toys. You can also let your dog sniff somewhere, or roll in the grass, or run around with his buddy, or run around with you, or whatever. So there are a gazillion possibilities for reinforcement.
Super, Kalumi. Ganz toll. Super, Maus. Gute Maus. Yeah, super. Kegeln? Ja, super. Geht noch nicht, gell? Und so gucken. Super.
And if you need help with that, if you need help with stress reduction and getting a foot in the door and start training, grab a spot in a free call and we'll see how I can help you. That's no problem at all. It's just clicking the link in the description and choosing a time you want. So no worries. And as soon as you start changing things and getting your dog interested in stuff, you will see that the bond between you and your dog and your relationship will grow to a totally new level. So this is absolutely worth the trouble, and most of the time it's not that much trouble. So the trickiest part is to get started, to be honest. So whenever you're ready, get started. And I would love for you to write me in the comments what's more important for your dog. If it's environmental things like sniffing and stuff like that, or food or toys, or if you have an issue with that overall and need a few ideas or whatever. So write me that in the comments. I would love to read about it. And yeah, I wish you an amazing time with your dog. I wish you so much fun training and changing your routines to have more fun together. And yeah, we'll see each other on Saturday for our Women Power playlist. Yay! Until then, have a great time and we'll see each other on Saturday. Bye!